So here we are at the Stinky Woods with no Amber. Well, as I say, Amber's going to have one walk a day, Gracie's going to have one walk a day. Because here she is, she ran all the way up there, run all the way back. So she's going to run. As she does. So therefore she gets one run a day, because you can see she's a bit skinny. She's not as skinny as she was though, she has put a bit of weight on. That's good. But even with her long hair, you can still see her ribs a bit. Whereas now she's had a haircut, I mean, look at Micky's even skinnier. You can see his ribs quite well because he goes on 3 runs a day. So maybe I'm going to start cutting his runs down a bit as well. Maybe. Wait! Not that vicious. Hang up. You two attacking. Stop it now. Dozes. Hang up. Hi, nice day. We've had a bit of rain last night, that was good. During the night. Fantastic. That was good, yes. Oh, indeed. Indeed, yes. Oh, a slight conversational piece. I had a dream last night that was quite interesting. Was interesting. In a dream, it was based around, someone or wanting someone to find you attractive, that sort of thing. Living your life that way. So, yeah, from a Christian point of view, it's an interesting point. Because in the world, certainly, there's an awful lot of that. Doing things to get people to find you attractive. Yeah, you've got women dressing as prostitutes, advertising everything, which is the whole idea of dressing like that, is that you're a prostitute, you've got something to sell, so you're advertising your wares. Right? So you've got women now dressing as if they were prostitutes, because they want people to notice them. They want people to find them attractive. Okay? Not a good thing to do. But as I say, I've been in churches where young women are dressed in this way. Not good. Because from a Christian point of view, if you're going to have somebody, that person needs to be the person that God has chosen for you, because it needs to be the person who's going to help you to complete your journey. To complete your race. And of course, that needs to be a person who's going to work well with you. Because a lot of people just won't. Just because someone finds you physically attractive, it doesn't mean they're right for you. Not in any way, shape or form. Quite often they're not. Certainly if you find them incredibly attractive, they're probably not right for you. Because we have a human view as well as a spiritual view. And our human view often goes for the type that is not really what we should be looking for. That's why a lot of girls go for the bad boy. They know the bad boy is a bad one. They can't really have a relationship work with someone like that. But they're often attracted to someone like that, and they want to be, someone like that to be attracted to them. For what reason? Not a good match in any way, shape or form. But they want that because that's what they shouldn't really desire. That's the bad fruit. That's like, it is like the tree, where they're told, leave that alone, but they're attracted to that which they should be leaving alone. And we are. So from our worldly viewpoint, we're often attracted to that we should be leaving alone. That's bad for us. Wait! Pack it up. Locki. Enough. Walkies, Lock. Go run. Go on. Go run. Go run and play. Don't beat up your sister. You know what, Cove? I got you. Locki. No. Locki. Hang up. After. So, that was an interesting point from the dream. Okay, good point. Good point. But, that's what so much of our troubles as human beings are all about, really. We want to be found attractive. We want people that we find attractive to be attracted to us. And so we go to extreme levels to get that. And it's like, no. I mean, what do you want to come at the end of it? What's the whole point of that? You know, what do you want to be the result of this? Yeah, that's how you're going to look at it. Yeah, what's the result going to be? And there you go. That's where it all falls apart, because that's where you're going, there is nothing at the end of that. No. It's like years ago. We all knew, we had the magazines years ago, the car magazines, where you had the bikini-clad, beautiful woman, yes, over the car. Laying over the car, basically. The idea is, if you get this car, you can get this girl. But you wouldn't want that girl. Because if that girl was going to be laying across your car all the time, you wouldn't want that, would you? In a bikini. You'd be going, sweetheart, get off the blinking car, will you? And put some clothes on. You don't want that. But that's the point, is that the advertising was always, you know, trying to say to men, if you get this car, you can get this girl. And of course, a lot of men were thinking, yeah, I'd love to get that girl. She's beautiful. The problem is, if you got the girl and she behaved like that, she was laying across the car in a bikini, you know, right outside your house, you'd be like, sweetheart, pack it up. You know, stop doing that, please. You know. So desiring fruit that is not good for you. It's a common thing. That's where position and fame, all these things come into that, don't they? Desiring that fruit that is not good for you. The stuff you should be staying away from. There are a lot of people who should be staying away from fame because they just can't handle it. Yeah. If they get it, they really won't want it. Yeah, the degree of harassment you get from the media, the press, the fact that if you make a movie, TV program, you know, a song, you write a book, you've got to advertise this stuff, haven't you? You've got to go and do the newspapers and the TV shows and all this sort of stuff. Really? No, not good. Not good at all. And as soon as you make a mistake, boom, your face is right there. Front of the newspaper. You've got photographers outside your house. You go on holiday, you've got photographers there. They're trying to get lewd or sort of slightly dodgy images of you. Anything they can get that they can sell to the newspaper. Yeah, the worst image, they can get more money from. Can't they? They can sell that to the tabloid press. Yeah, the scum papers. And they can get more money for that. Yeah. That's what being famous is. So a lot of people desire it. A lot of people desire to have a music career, but they don't think of what goes with it. They don't look at people like Amy Winehouse and think, maybe that's an example I need to look at. Maybe I need to think, do I want to be the next Amy Winehouse? They would look at that and think, success? Yeah. But they don't look at the consequences of success. Because there's going to be consequences. Basically, if you want to be that successful, that level of quick success, you are basically signing your soul over to the devil. For him to do with it as he pleases. That's the reality. And it's exactly the same as, you know, if you get that girl, that's the girl that every boy fancies, but she looks at you because you've spent all that money on, you know, designer clothing, you've gone to the gym, you've put in, you know, 90 hours a week down at the gym to get that perfect body. You think you can relax on any of that? No, you got her. Your work has only just started. Yeah, now you've got to put in more hours because she's going to be demanding more. Now you've got her, you want to keep her, right? She won't necessarily demand more, but you in your own head. Aye. This is what you had to do to get her. Well, actually, you probably didn't. You probably didn't have to do any of that. She probably would have chose you anyway. She probably liked you for stuff that's different to that. But of course, you don't know that because you just know that you like her and you put all this effort in together. Now you've got to keep her. So now you're going to do all this other stuff to keep her. Crazy. Absolutely insane. And that's often the case, is that you have these women who, some women really are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know, they were designed by God. And he did a very good job. That's a certainty. But a lot of these women, they don't go on lots of dates because too many men are scared of asking them out because they believe they're just going to say no. So hardly any men bother to ask them out. Yeah. Ah. In the end, it's yeah. You still got the ball, Mollie. Good girl. Good girl, my car. You're going to carry that around, are you, bub? Good girl. You carry it around. Is that yours? Is that Mollie's? Okay, I think Lucy wants it, but Mollie got it. Okay, Mollie got it. I am sort of keeping my eye out while I'm walking around because Locki did have a collar on when we came here yesterday. When we got home, she had no collar on. So she lost it around here somewhere. Big area though. The problem is they run around and they play in the woods, play fight. So it could be anywhere, absolutely anywhere around here. No idea. Because yesterday we just walked around here, back and over. We didn't go anywhere else really. There you go, Mr. Chewie. Who's whistling? Don't do that. Not with these. You got everyone? Hold it 1 second. Yep. Yeah, that's Grace. As long as we've got Gracie. Gracie's the one that barks at people. Got to keep an eye on her. Hear someone whistle, you know there's another person around somewhere. So, yeah, keep an eye on that situation. Yeah. Yeah, that fruit. It looks so nice, but we know it's bad. Well, put it this way, it's like the German fruit. The one that tastes like white flesh. Again, it looks very nice, doesn't it? It tastes so foul. It's a delicacy in Thailand. A delicacy. Jesus. They put it in sweets and stuff like that, crisps. Yeah. It's quite funny when they have it on the Tri-Channel, the Irish thing. There's one of the people that's a Man United supporter, and he is funny. He is funny. Especially when they do that one. He describes it as arse. Yeah, it tastes like arse. It's like, well, how do you know that? But that's something that's desirable, and yet is awful. You get it, you're like, oh wow, okay. Yeah, and there are a lot of people that want extremes, so they do this in Danish areas. They do this where they basically bury a fish and bury it for a long time. And then when they get it up, it tastes like pneumonia. Yeah, that stuff, the window cleaner stuff. It tastes like pee, basically. It's absolutely disgusting. And it's nearly as foul as the German fruit. Yeah, those two can compete with each other as to be the most foul. Yeah, because when you see people trying to eat this fish, usually it's canned. And you have people just use the can opener to open the can. As soon as the can is open, they throw the tin away. They get a little smell of it. It's like, yeah, no, thank you. But it's a highly desired thing because of the fact that most people won't have it. So a lot of people eat that sort of thing thinking that they are therefore more special than others. So, no, you're special in the head to eat that. No, they're not. Of course not. It's just that they've been brought up eating that stuff and they like it. And okay, we've got different taste buds all around the world, haven't we? But yeah. Well, it's like, for example, you've now got the Euros, where you've got England, who seem to have a good chance of winning the thing. And if they win it, again, there's going to be consequences to winning this. There will be consequences to this if you win it. You know, what you'll be facing is, I don't know, you'll be facing a career high. And for most of you, you will never be able to replicate that. And for some of those players, that means that they will go to things like drugs. They will go to gambling. They will go to other things to try and, get that high back. Because they're not going to do it again. Because the reality is that even in this time at the moment with the Euros, France is not quite the team that it was. Spain is nowhere near the team it was. So really the two powerhouses in Europe that have been the powerhouses in Europe over recent years aren't. 1 second, Gracie! Grace! Come this way, Bubs. Chewie, here. This way, come. No, so with those powerhouses not really being powerhouses, well then, it leaves the door wide open. But if England think that they're going to be the powerhouse in the next few years, they're probably not. Now, I'm not sure who's going to take over for that, but there's not any obvious contender. I think the powerhouse for the future is probably going to come from Brazil, Argentina, one of those countries. Now, because they haven't been it for quite a while. They've been quite under par for a considerable amount of time. So it's about time one of those countries came back up and was the powerhouse of the world. Yeah, the one that everyone fancied at the World Cup, etc. Let's say European. Can't see that. Come here, this way. This way. Gracie, Grace, Gracie. The others come back. Gracie was the last to come back. Gracie, as I called your name, you should have been the first to come back, not the last, nutter. Shouldn't you, really? Eh? You should have been the first to come back, not the last. Who's got the ball? Mollie got the ball? Where's the ball? Where's your ball, Mollie? Oh, Lucy got it. Okay, Lucy, you got the ball. Okay. Lucy got the ball. Okay, Lucy, you got the ball. Good go, Lucy. Go on, Chewie, you get the bop. Okay, Lucy got the ball, Chewie got the bop. Okay. Hello, my Collie. How you doing? We've got loads of drink in the car. I filled it up the other day. We've got 5 2-litre bottles of nice, slightly squashy drinky. As in, it's got slightly the taste of the squash that I use in there as well, just to give it a little bit of flavour. Drinky. Yeah. Well, because they don't like tap water, so give them something that they will like. Right. Well, when I put a little bit of that in there, they do tend to drink it. They seem to enjoy the drink rather than tap water, which they really don't like at all. So, got loads of that, so that's good. We're going there. No. Come this way. Over here. Come here. This way. I think we'll go here from this here. We've got you all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Cool. All present and correct. Yeah. Well, so talking about the Euros, one of the characters on Talk Sport, a chap who used to play for Gillingham Football Club. I forgot his name now for a second. Well, he was a chap years ago. Gillingham had a chance in the FA Cup to go through to a much higher around than they've ever been before. And he had a chance against the goalkeeper. I remember I listened to it on the radio. I was living in that town at the time, so we were all getting a bit excited, thinking, oh, we could go through against a big team. And against the goalkeeper, he fluffed it. That's what I remember him as being. But he talks on, he's one of the commentators on TalkSport on a daily basis, talking about what's been going on. But he was basically, he did one, I didn't listen to it, I only saw the title of the video. But basically where he was saying that every one of the England players could be a captain. I look at that thinking, excuse me, Maguire plays for Man United as a captain, and compared to how he performs for England, for United, he's been absolutely awful. Really awful. I mean, if he gets a 10 for England, certainly for that performance against Ukraine, if he gets a 10 for that, for United, he's averaging about 4 or 5, maybe. So, do these people, Tony Cascarino, that's his name, Tony Cascarino, yeah. That's the commentator, the one who played for Gillingham FC, yeah. So, yeah, nice fellow, actually. He seems to be a nice man, so let's not hold it against him that miss he had years ago. But yeah, I mean, that basically, you can't say that Ollie's doing well, but then also say that players like Maguire should be a captain. Because for England, he does well. Yeah, he really does play more like a captain than he does for United. And that just shows how badly Ollie is doing his job. Shows how incredibly poorly Ollie is doing his job. Because for England, we look at, who was it? Pogba. When Pogba plays for France, fantastic. When Pogba plays for United, again, if he gets a 10 for France, which he doesn't most of the time, but when he does get a 10 for France, for United, again, he gets about a 5, yeah, generally speaking. But that's down to the manager. It's down to the manager, it's down to the coaching staff, it's down to the owners bringing the right players. So you can't say that United are doing well when you've got players who play for international, who play far better on international duty than they play for the club. I mean, yeah, I've never liked Maguire, but what I saw of him against Ukraine, I thought, well, actually, he's not that bad. He looked pretty good against Ukraine. I'm not saying, I don't think he's a great defender. Certainly, I mean, put it this way, at United, we've had, yeah, Vidic, Rio, Bruce, Pallister, we've had some very good, Stam. We've had some fantastic defenders, some brilliant defenders. Yeah, Ronnie Johnson, Henningberg, they were all good, solid defences, all better than Maguire. Every single one of them better than Maguire. So, when I look at Maguire, I think, well, hold it. Leicester, yeah. Man United, no. He shouldn't be at Man United. He's not at that level. We'll put it this way, if United want to get back to anywhere where they were before, anywhere near there, they need players of that sort of calibre. Yeah. Maguire isn't that. He is not that. Not in any way, shape or form. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. In the end, the reality is that when it comes down to it, I think they've done well. Micky, no, leave it. Leave Mollie, leave Mollie. Leave it. Push him up. Move. Move, leave it. Leave it. I said leave it. Move here, come and get it. Leave, now. Chewie here. 1 second, I'm scrolling there. Get out of the way. What was that all about? No, it sneezes. Okay. Where are you all going? Chewie! Trying to get you now. Where are you going, Chewie? Chewie! He still didn't get it. Chewie, you were right there. Micky was right here. How did Micky get it? You didn't get it, Nutter. You didn't move. Micky, ball. Micky. There you go. Here, Mollie. Here, Bubs. Lucy, leave. Yeah. Lucy. Chewie. Chewie. Okay, there's a bit of a dust cloud, isn't there? I wonder where that came from. Thank you, Luce. Good girl. Cheers, ears. Leave it. Leave it. Once it's been left, it's mine. I get it, okay? Micky got, okay. I could have guessed that would be the case. Even though you throw it towards Chewie, Chewie doesn't move, Micky does. Oosie! Ball, Oosie! Ball, Oosie! Ball, Oosie! Leave it! Oh. Chewie! Chewie! There you go, Chewie. Daddy got it to choo-choo. There you go, choo-choo. Now it's going to be torn. But enough! Leave it! Mollie, enough! Leave it now! Leave it now! Lucy, leave! Would you stop nicking the ball when it's left? My Collie! Here you go, my Collie. Get back to my Collie. Here you go, my Collie. Good luck with that, Micky. That's firmly in the ground, that is, mate. That one as well is firmly in the ground, Micky Moo. Take that one, Mick. There you go, it's easier. You don't want the easy one, do you, mate? And yeah. All fun and games for the babies. There you go. Hi, Grace. How you doing, bub? Hi, Covie. Hi, babe. How you doing? Hi, babes. Hi, Micky. How you doing, mate? Hey, Locki. Hi, Locks. Come on you get. On you get. Would you stop wiping your saliva all over me, Gracie? How's a habit of doing that? You look down and your legs are absolutely covered in saliva. So, who did? Oh, Gracie. Okay, on you. Oh dear. Now, as I said, with regards to football analysis, I find it quite odd that you have people that can analyse players at one thing and then say, oh, well, it's the same as that thing. 1 second, who the heck is this one? This, if I'm not mistaken, this one here, I think this is your one. It's the one you lost yesterday. Is it? Put it on, Locki. Right, video ended at some point as I was walking along. Where it ended, I do not know. Anyway, I was talking about the where people analyse football and they can see an international duty and club duty, and how players can be so much better for one or the other, but not quite understand why. Well, we had it with John Barnes, was a beautiful example. Played brilliantly for Liverpool. Never played that well for England. Then you have Maguire playing better for England than he does for United. Pogba playing better for France than he does for United. But again, this is where the people at United need to be looking and trying to understand why this is. Because Maguire is your £80 million defender. You know, Pogba is your multi-million pound midfielder, who's basically the world star. You want to be able to get the most out of this player because a lot of your sponsorship is going to come because you've got him. So, yeah, make it work. Micky, make it work. Understand why that is the case. It's not simply the case that you've got somebody sitting in France called Kante. Because at United, you've got two players basically who should be behind Pogba in Fred and McTominay. But clearly that's not good enough, is it really? That's not right. And Maguire, what's going on with him? Why does he play so averagely for United but then not for England? Is it the case that John Stones is the difference? I don't think so. So what's the difference? But again, for England, there's two holding midfielders playing just in front of the defence, same as it was for United. So Nothing to do with that. That's not why Maguire's playing better for England. So what is why? What's the reason? Yeah, at United, the people in charge, they're the ones who need to understand this. They're the ones who need to, put their heads together to try and work out how to get that Maguire playing for United, how to get that Pogba playing for United. Yeah, you don't want the Bruno that's playing for Portugal though, because he didn't play very well at all, unfortunately, for Portugal. So you don't want him. You prefer the Man United Bruno than the Portugal Bruno. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have to get these home. Well, I'm going to take them to the area where we play with the football first, just to let them get a drinky. I could do it here, but distractions, anyone across the road, not a good idea. We'll see. Got a drink in the car. If I can do it here, it makes it a lot easier. But then we'd have to go to the other place and park up and do all of that. So it's easier to do it here. So we'll see. Right, you take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.